Guys, what's up? Welcome to your form-focused strength training with dumbbells. This is a full body workout. It's low impact, so there's no cardio jumping or HIIT style training here. It's really focused on gaining strength in the entire body. There's no compound movements either, meaning it will just be a squat. It's not going to be like a squat and a bicep curl. So it's simple exercises, but that doesn't mean you won't be challenged. So our goal with this video is to slowly over the weeks increase the weight. So maybe you're even starting body weight or with some really light 1 to 2 pound dumbbells today. That's awesome. You get after it. And I want you to just slowly increase the weight as you feel safe in your body. Today, for my lower body and one upper body move, I'm gonna be working with 2 20s. And for the upper body, I have a set of 10s. Now, I am really grateful that I have a little bit of variety of dumbbells. So if something's not feeling right in my body, I will adjust. If one dumbbell gets too heavy for you, say you're using 2 20s, then you can drop down to using just 1 20, or you could drop down to using the 2 10s, even though that kind of equals the same thing, but sometimes it's just how it feels holding the weights in your body, like that or like that. So guys, this routine is going to be 3 rounds. You've got an upper body round, lower body round, and we're going to go 3 rounds through each of the upper and lower body rounds. It's going to be the same exercise, so it's not a ton of variety or creativity really going on today, but that is really what I want to drill home. It's about finding the form and just really engaging your muscles and not just going through the motions. So that's what we're gonna be working on today. I won't let you get bored because I'm walking you through the whole thing. We'll keep it exciting with the cues so you can really dig deep mentally. Okay, you guys, we're gonna hit a warm-up. Some of these warm-up moves I will show you will be body weight movements that we will eventually add the dumbbells to during the actual workout. So if you're a body weight girl or guy today, you can just keep on doing that during the workout routine. So I'll kind of show you that at the beginning. Once we do the warm-up, we're gonna grab our dumbbells and then we'll hit a short stretch at the end. And you guys, I just started a membership program, so do not forget to check it out. If you can, join. It's $9.99 a month for exclusive videos. So I'm going to be having a lot of extra content and exclusive content for you there. Okay, you guys, we are going to hit the warm-up and then we're gonna get into the workout. So the first thing I want you to do is a body weight fly. So you're gonna bring your arms into a big circle, and then I want you to open your chest up. So you're pulling your upper back muscles to the spine. You can make fists here. Open your arms out wide, squeeze your back, and then bring your arms back through center. So we're gonna exhale, squeeze our shoulder blades together, inhale, release. So the movement is not from our elbows. You can see that the shape of my arm has stayed the same, and it's from our upper back. So I'm gonna show you this from behind. Move the ponytail. So you wanna squeeze the shoulder blades and release. Exhale, pull the back muscles together, and then let them move away from the spine. Okay, so we're just kind of setting this up because we're gonna go into this exercise with dumbbells later. So what I want you to see here is that the shoulders are down and the chest is open, rather than something like this. So we make sure that doesn't happen in our fly. So we're gonna make this a little harder by hinging forward, abs are in, flat back. Keep in mind what I just said, shoulders off the neck, chest open, and you're gonna take that into the fly. Okay, so you can advance this by coming into basically a body weight hold deadlift position. You can modify by staying upright like we just started. So we're getting a little stretch in the hamstrings here, abs are lifted, and the spine is straight. So I'm reaching my hips to the back wall, my chest to the front wall. I'm warming up that posterior chain, which is real good for our posture. Give me 3 more for 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, so roll it up. You're gonna walk forward so you have space behind you. So keeping the left foot planted, I'm gonna take the right leg and step it back for a reverse lunge. Let's lunge down, and then you're gonna pull the right foot to meet the left. So reverse lunge, step back, pull the right foot towards the left. I want you to maintain a micro bend in this left knee when we come forward. So this is teaching the body not to lock the joint out and keep the work in this left glute. This is important. I'll say it again when we add the weights, but we're gonna do the variation of lunges like this today. Your option to make it a little harder is bring that right knee up off the floor. Give me one more. And then we're gonna swap it out. So right foot planted, I'm staying low, long spine, left toes step back, toes are tucked. We lunge, then bring the left foot next to the right foot. Pushing the hips behind your standing heel so that when you go into the lunge, you don't see your right knee jut forward like that. So you wanna pull the hips back, and that will help keep that right knee and ankle stacked. Let's do 2 where we bring this left leg to a hover. Last 2. And last 1. Okay, taking it through center, we're gonna take this to a sumo squat, which you're gonna see in the workout today. So we're pretty wide. Sometimes when I set people up in a sumo squat, they start really narrow. I'm not that tall, and this is how wide my legs are. So think opening your arms up, your feet are gonna be about underneath your hands here. Scoop the hips under, lift the belly up, and draw the ribs in. We're gonna bend the knees. Now I'm using my outer hips here to open the knee up, and then squeeze up through the glutes. So when you bend your knees, we wanna be careful of the knees caving in. So use the back of the thigh and push the back of the thigh to the wall behind you. Okay, we inhale down into the sumo squat. We exhale, squeeze the glutes to stand. So let's look at it from the side. When we're in the sumo squat, I want you to be careful of popping the ribs out. So draw the ribs in. If you have a hard time with that, you can use your hands to kind of guide yourself. Sometimes a tactile cue is useful. And we can see that the knee is going over the center of the toes rather than diving in. Okay, one more right here. Breathe in, we squat. Breathe out, we stand. Okay, keep the legs in our sumo squat position. So your last leg move that we're gonna do with the weights is a sumo deadlift. So the knees bend just like before, but this time the spine is going to hinge. So open your chest. At the same time as you bend your knees, you're gonna push your hips back and bring your chest straight forward. So my legs are in the same position as last time, but this time my back is now at a 90-degree angle. Squeeze your glutes, and then you're gonna draw your torso, the whole torso, back up at the same time. So your torso in one piece is going to hinge forward to a flat back, and then you're gonna squeeze your glutes, come up. When we did that fly and we engaged those shoulder blades, you wanna feel that here too. So your entire back is working here. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more of these. Inhale to hinge. Exhale to squeeze. Good, last one. Inhale to hinge. Exhale to squeeze. Awesome. Okay, you guys, so we are gonna grab the weights and get into it. We are starting with some legs. Let's grab our heavier set of dumbbells, and remember, that's whatever that means for you today. I'm gonna work with 2 20s to start. We'll see how it goes by round 3. So I've got these heavier dumbbells. I wanna be conscious of my upper body form. So I'm going to open my chest up, drawing my shoulder blades together, and we're gonna go into those reverse lunges that we practiced with the weights now. So I'm gonna start with my left foot forward. We'll be taking a step back with the right foot. I want you to keep that little bend in the left knee, extend the spine, so butt back, chest forward. The right foot is stepping back into that reverse lunge. Toes are tucked. Now you're gonna keep your ankle really stable as we lunge down. Drive off the left foot and tap the right foot next to it, bringing it forward. We're gonna inhale, step back. Don't worry about moving really fast. So make sure you set the foot up nicely so that when you lunge down, you have good balance. Drive off the left foot, tap it forward, maybe we're hovering. Inhale, we lunge back. Exhale, we tap it forward. Good. So I'm thinking of really lengthening through my back and maintaining a neutral spine. So my tailbone is kind of sticking back behind me. Chest is open. And maybe playing with the balance. And what that's gonna do is load your left glute, that front leg A little bit more. When you come forward, there's that soft bend in the left knee and you're squeezing as hard as you can through that left glute. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step it forward. Okay, we got 2 more. We're here for 2. Last one, we lunge. Draw it forward, big squeeze, don't rush the last rep. Both feet down and then weights down. Take a breath. So remember, we're not about cardio here. I want you to try to really push the weight and find really good form in our exercises. So I'll give you little breaks, don't worry. So we're gonna do this on side 2. Remember, if we're picking the weight up from the ground, not to do it with a bent back. So think of it like an exercise, like a squat, when you go to pick those dumbbells up. So this time, right foot forward, chest is open, and I'm a little bit crouched down. Step the left foot back, fix the foot in a stable position before you begin. We lunge, squeeze the right glute, tap the left foot in. Inhale to lunge back. Exhale, drive through that front foot. Maybe you're hovering the left. So one thing I see all too often is people rush stepping back. They don't situate the leg. The knee and the toes are all out of alignment. So I want you to take the time to get really proper form and not worry about how many reps you're doing. So that's just kind of how I planned out this whole 4-week strength training split. Good form, heavier weight, no rush. Breathe in to lunge. Breathe out to drive it up. Okay, so I'm in a slightly tilted forward position and keeping that soft bend in the front knee even when I come forward is what's really making it harder on that glute. So give me 3 more for 3. And 2. Good, last one. And 1. Squeeze, hold, feet down, weights down. Okay, the next one for this first round, I'm going to use 1 20-pound dumbbell for alternating front lunges. So, 1 20-pound dumbbell, get the other ones out of the way. I'm gonna hold it horizontal at my chest. So you wanna stand back to wherever you have space in front of you. Shoulders are down, little bend in the knee. Step the right foot forward. Now push your butt back as you lunge down, and then you're gonna power off the right foot, feet together. Left foot forward. Keep your hips pulling back away from the left knee. We lunge and drive off. So you'll keep switching legs, and I'll show you why I'm saying to pull the hips back. So when you lunge forward, we don't want to shoot this right knee forward like this. That's going to put a lot of pressure in your knee. So pull your hips back first, and then go down into that lunge. So step the left foot forward, not letting that left knee dive forward. Pull both hips back. Lunge, power back. You got it. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so take it at your own pace. And once you step forward, same thing as those reverse lunges, you don't have to rush it. So really feel that your front foot's planted, your back toes are tucked, heel is high, and that back foot can stay stable as you move through the exercise. So take time to set it up. Okay, since we're using one weight, we're gonna do a couple more reps of this on this round. Next round, we're definitely gonna do both weights. You're welcome. Okay, you're gonna give me 6 more. Woo. For 6. We're already breaking a sweat, guys. And 5. For 4. And 3. For 2. And 1. Okay, we're gonna put the weight down and take a breath. So now we got 2 more strength training moves for those legs, sumo squat and then sumo deadlift, which we worked on in the warm-up. But now grab your heavy dumbbells. So sumo squat, toes and knees are turned out at that wide angle. The weights can be in front of you like this. They can be together like that, or you can rack the weights on your shoulders. When we get heavier, sometimes it's kind of weird to have them in the middle of the legs. You feel like you can't really go anywhere, so this is kind of the option. Bring your chest back, lengthen your low back to the floor. We're gonna inhale, bend the knees, and then drive down through your heels and squeeze your glutes. When you come up, the squeeze of the glutes is not from popping your knee like that. If you're hypermobile, keep a bend in your knee and focus on squeezing your butt. 2 totally different actions. So if you drive your knee back, that is a joint move. That is not strengthening your legs and your glutes. Good work. We're gonna go for 5 more. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out on the way up. Inhale and exhale. The last 2. We've got 2. The last one. We've got 1. Okay, dumbbells coming down. Safely put them on the floor. Sumo deadlift. So same thing with the legs, but now we add the hinge of the spine. You're gonna hold the weights like this, side by side. Okay, so split stance the feet. Bend the knees to pick the weights up. I'm bringing the dumbbells next to each other and opening up through my chest. Bend your knees as you reach your hips back, your chest forward. Now squeeze your glutes together and lift up. Woo, almost lost my balance. Keep weight in the heels, just standing. So hips back, keep the whole foot planted. Exhale, squeeze up through your butt, and we stand. Same thing as I mentioned before. I want you to be careful of straightening your leg too much into hyperextension. So I'm even keeping a little bend into my knee because I know that I pop my knees. So to prevent that, I'm going to overcorrect a little bit and think micro bend and the knee at the top. Squeeze your butt like crazy here. Drive your heels through the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Now your upper back is working here when we come forward. So don't let the weights pull you down to the ground. You have to use your back muscles to pull against the weights. We've got 3 right here, guys. Hinge, engage your abs in your butt, and pull it up. Last 2. Last one. Don't rush these last reps. Big squeeze at the top, hold, make it shake, and then release. Okay, so we're bringing it down to the ground. We're into our arms now. So the first move, I'm going to stick with the heavier dumbbells because it's a chest move, laying on our back. Then I'll use the lighter dumbbells today, the 10 pounds, still a heavy weight for the moves I picked today because it's long levers, right? You're far away from the body, makes the weight feel like a lot heavier. So sticking with those heavier weights for a second, we're gonna lay on our back. I'm gonna take the dumbbells to my thighs first, and I'm gonna help myself down, use your core, roll it down. So the elbows are going to be bent by the body. Open your chest up, angle your tailbone downward in neutral. Now engage your stomach, pull your abs in. We're gonna press the weight straight up, wrist over, elbow over shoulder. Bend the elbow next to your ribs towards the mat. Press up, control it down. So when you press the weights up, your collarbone, your chest should still be nice and wide. So try not to round. When you bend your elbows, I want you to think of using your core to stay really stable so you don't feel like you're wobbling around on the mat. Inhale to bend. Exhale to press. Awesome. Keep it up, you guys. Okay, we're gonna go for 7 more. So the chest is a pretty strong muscle group, so you should be able to lift heavier in this position than a bicep curl or a tricep kickback, typically. Good, we're here for 4. And 3. For 2. Last one. For 1. Okay, carefully bend the elbows, set the weights down, and bring yourself on up. Okay, we're gonna switch to the lighter dumbbells. We're coming into a kneeling position. I'm gonna grab my 10s. Alternating lateral raises in a kneeling position to make the core work. So knees, hips distance, toes untucked, scoop the tailbone. Drop your shoulders, micro bend your elbows. We're gonna go out slightly in front of the shoulder, one arm at a time. So when I lift the weight, it's not behind where I can see. You wanna make sure you're able to see the weight. Now the way this is challenging the core is that we're kneeling, and when we do a single arm exercise, it could throw the body out of whack to lift the weight up. You're not gonna let yourself do that because you got a tight midsection. So you to exhale, abs tight to lift the weight. You can see that 10 pounds is plenty enough for this versus what we just used for our chest press. Good work, you guys. We're gonna do 4 more. So 2 more each arm. Last 2. Staying nice and steady, head over hips over knees. 1 more each side. To the right and to the left. Okay, we just need 1 dumbbell now. We're coming into our flies. Now we set this exercise up in the warm-up, where I said to open your chest up and make sure your shoulders don't come up onto your neck. So shoulders down, chest open, as we do our flies here. And we're gonna hit this in an all-fours position. So I'm gonna put my right hand underneath my shoulder. My left hand has the dumbbell. The arm is rounded. Before I lift the arm, I'm going to pull my left shoulder down. So I wanna set my shoulders before I start to work. Then I'm going to take the dumbbell into this kind of semicircle shape, out to the left, drawing my left shoulder blade to the spine, and I'm bracing through my core, not allowing the opening of this left arm to throw my body around. Let's go for 5. Shoulders are going down and towards the spine. And 3. For 2. And 1. Woo! Okay, so switch for me. So left hand on the mat, right arm is rounded, and the arm should stay rounded the whole time, right? So it's not a movement from the elbow, it's from your upper back. Brace your abs, gaze slightly forward, lift the belly, and we move. We're doing 10 here. Okay, we got it. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you release. It's okay to set the weight down and reset the form if you feel like you're not able to maintain this shoulder pulling down off of your neck. It's actually not just okay, it's advised. Let's do 3 more for 3. And 2. And 1. Okay, you guys, we're into our last arm move. We're gonna hit some biceps, of course, so grab the dumbbells. Let's stand it up. How's the hair looking? We're getting sweaty, guys. So we're gonna do a bicep curl with a flip. So give me a little micro bend in those knees. Wrists are forward, elbows are pinned in. We're gonna curl the weights up. At the top, you're gonna flip your wrists out, control the weights down. Flip the wrists out at the bottom, curl, flip the wrists out at the top, take it down. Now, pretty much the main thing I want you to do is not let your upper arm move around. So I'm not lifting the dumbbells up by moving my upper arm around. It's pulled in nice and close to the body, and it's not going to leave it. If you have a hard time connecting with that, put something thin, like a piece of mail in between your arms, squeeze it. If it drops, then you know you're not doing it right. Really go for it. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more, and then we're hitting our second round of legs. In 3, for 2, good, last one, for 1. Okay, so let's move those lighter weights out of the way so we don't trip on them. Let's grab a sip of water, because it's good to stay hydrated. And we know that the leg round is just hard, but we got this. So you're gonna pick your weights, challenging but safe. And we're starting with the reverse lunge, where we step in and out of it. So let's grab onto our weights. We're connecting our shoulder blades. I'm gonna stick my butt out and hinge my chest slightly forward. I will maintain a bend in my left knee the whole time. Pick your right leg up, lunge it down, and then draw it forward. See if you can hover the leg and squeeze your left glute like crazy. Inhale, step back into the lunge. Maybe you give me that knee tap, and then try to find the balance at the top. Remember, your modification, body weight, or tap it in. So you feel a little safer. You could also totally do this body weight and work the balance with your hands on a chair. Okay, let's go for 5 more right here. For 5. Keep that core in. And 4. For 3. And 2. Okay, good work. Last one. And 1. Okay, feet down. Let's lower the weights and take a breath. Good work, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go into the right side. We've got 10 reps. If you do a couple less and you're moving slower, that's great. Don't worry about it. We're just here getting stronger. So let's take this to the right. The right foot is planted. The left toes are light. Extend your spine. Belly button in. Step the left foot back. We lunge. As you drive off that right foot, we're gonna pull the left knee through to a hover. Big breath in. Deep breath out. See if you can feel every single millimeter of your right foot glued to the bottom of your tennis shoe. So really be careful of favoring one side of your foot. The entire foot is planted. So everything drives down into the ground to lift this left leg to tabletop. Looking good, guys. We got 3 more. For 3. Making sure we're still keeping it low. And 2. Okay, last one. And 1. Both feet down, weights down. Give it a little shake. So, we got our front lunges. This time I am gonna go for the 2 weights because I feel like I can handle it. So you're gonna pick where you feel good. You can also do that one at the chest. So properly pick the dumbbells up. We need space in front of us. Step the left foot forward, booty back, we lunge down, then power off the left foot, we step it together. Switching sides, right foot, lunge, drive off. Breathe in, breathe out together. Looking good, you guys. Everything should stay pointing forward. Your toes, the front of your thigh, your belly button, your chest, everything squared to the wall directly in front of you. Keep it rocking. Use your breath as a moving meditation. Even when it's hard, we breathe through. We're mentally tough. Okay, you're gonna give me 4 more for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Step it in, weights down. Give the fingers a little breather. We've got sumo squats. So, if you're modifying, one weight at the chest like this, or body weight. Okay, otherwise, we've got both of the dumbbells. I'm gonna bring them on my shoulders because I like them out of the way. Tall spine, we're gonna bend the knees and squeeze up through the glutes. As you come to standing, the whole foot's planted, but I really want you to think of heel. Dig the heel down, squeeze the glutes in and up. Breathe in, breathe out. We're rocking. We've got 6 to go. It is totally okay in this position if you need to lean forward a little bit. You definitely have to have a lot of hip mobility for this movement. But what I do not want to see, so we'll just pretend like the weights are here. I do not want to see this, right? It's okay if you have to do that little hinge because this is tight on your hips or low back. Totally fine. Okay, give me 2 more for 2. Good, last one. For 1. Okay, carefully set the weights down. Take a breath. We're gonna do the sumo. So the sumo, you do hinge, the sumo deadlift, for sure. You can do it body weight, just like this, if the weights are too much. Are we ready? Okay, so grab the dumbbells. Okay, I'm gonna have the weights together in between my legs. Open the chest up. We're gonna send the hips back, hinge forward, flat spine. Belly, glutes tighten, they lift you up. I'm gonna show you this face on as well. So you get another angle. So when I come forward, be really careful rounding your chest. Open your chest, look out in front of you, but not straight forward. That's gonna pinch the neck. And then squeeze your glutes to lift. So lengthen the spine. Rather than face forward, chest forward. And squeeze the glutes. Good, breathe in, hinge. Breathe out, lift. Give me 3 more. I want you squeezing your butt so hard at the top, it's making your leg muscles shake. The last 2. Good, 1 more. Inhale, we hinge. Exhale, squeeze it up. Okay, let's safely put the dumbbells down. Towel, water. That was round 2 of legs. Feels pretty good to know. There's only 1 more round of those left. And I'm gonna take a little water and we come into our chest press. So arms are good recovery for the heart rate. We're still building strength. Okay, guys. So stick with a heavier pair for this first move. And to get into it, I kind of showed you before, I like to put them on my thighs so it doesn't jeopardize the shoulder. Do a little ab exercise to get there, and then open your chest up. So squeeze your back muscles together. Wrist over elbow, we're gonna press the weights up and bend the elbows narrow to the sides. So you are working chest, shoulders, triceps. As long as you don't hyperextend here, really try to squeeze the back of your arm at the top. But remember, it's not from jamming your elbow straight, it's from connecting to the arm muscle, which might be kind of abstract at first, but the more that you practice mind-muscle connection, it will happen. Just give it time. Okay, so this is our biggest set of reps today, our largest amount of reps today for this press. So let's go for 7 more. And then we come to kneeling for those lateral raises. And we're switching to our 10s. And 4. For 3, be conscious of the weight down. It's not a collapse. And that didn't even feel good. And 2, slow down. And 1, control it down. And we're gonna move the heavier ones out of the way. And we're gonna come to kneeling for lateral raises. How are we doing, guys? You with me? The arm series really flies by. The leg series, not as much, but that's okay. So we're kneeling. I'm gonna show this from the side this time. Well, face on, shoulders push down. So when you go to lift the weight up, it's not from lifting your shoulder up. If your shoulder is doing this to lift the weight up, it's too heavy. And if you only have one weight, then you're gonna give me a front raise, right? So you're distributing the weight between both arms. It'll make it lighter. Okay, I don't wanna see you leading with your shoulder. Okay, so we're into our lateral raises. I gave you a modification option. Abs are tight. And you can see that I'm not moving my spine to get the weight up. That's momentum, that is not strength. I'd rather you use less weight and not let anything move in the body. Okay, so let's go for 4 more. We got 2 more each arm for 2. And 2. Push the shoulders down. 1. And 1. Okay, drop 110. We're gonna go to all 4s. I'm gonna start with the right arm because it's convenient and I'm facing this direction. So we've got the left hand on the floor. Something to pay attention to, not to hyperextend your supporting arm. There's still stuff happening in your supporting arm. It's not just the right arm that's working. The right arm is moving, but the full body is working. So micro bend the left elbow, both shoulders are down. Right arm is rounded, and we're gonna take it to our flies. You can think of your knees trying to squeeze towards each other on the mat to help stabilize. Sometimes I have to take a moment and pull my shoulder down again using this right lat. We're here for 5 and 4. Belly in for 3 and 2. Last one for 1. Okay, so I just want you to give me a spin to the other side. You might not need to turn around. I do to give you an example. So soft supporting arm. Move your sternum forward, belly in, and we've got 10 of these flies on the left. 2, 3. So think water glass on your back or wine glass. You know me, guys. 5. If it's Friday, don't spill your wine. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. I love flies. They're so good to keep your posture nice. So grab your 2 10s, stand up. We got our bicep curls, and then we're in to our last round of everything. So athletic stance, elbows in, wrist to shoulder, flip at the top, control it down. Flip at the bottom, curl, flip out, control it down. So from the side, your elbow should not move to lift the weight up. The elbow is pinned. Like it literally cannot move. You're not gonna let it. That is gonna give you way more results. You're welcome. You can thank me later. Okay, give me 4 more. For 4, squeeze your bicep muscle. Resist down. Squeeze the dumbbell, squeeze the bicep, flex it. 3, flip, and 2, flip, last one. Squeeze up and flip, control it down. Looking good, you guys. So weights down, towel water. We're coming into our last round of legs and arms. You can absolutely back off if you need to. Maybe you're like, I got a lot of gas left in the tank. Then I need you to really, really commit to going inwards or increasing your weight. So, reverse lunges. We're gonna grab the weights safely. I'm gonna do this facing you guys so you have like a different perspective on this. So right foot forward. There's a bend in the right knee. Left toes are tucked behind me. I'm just making sure I have space. Okay, so we're slightly tilted forward the chest, booty back. Let's do this, guys. Last round. We lunge down. I'm gonna keep the bend in the right knee and pull the left knee to a hover. Inhale, set it up, lunge. Exhale, drive off the front foot, balance, squeeze that right glute. Breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, so just take your vision and go inwards. Think about your joints, think about your muscles, feel into your body, and go deep. Okay, we're gonna do 10. That's what we've been doing. So we've got 5 more. For 5. Challenge yourself to move slow. For 4. Who's gonna be sore tomorrow? We're gonna be sore tomorrow. 3. And 2. Holy moly, last one. And 1. Okay, feet down, weights down. Take a beat, breathe. Let the heart rate recover a little. Woo! And we're gonna do the left, okay? So, left leg. Let's grab our weights. Set your left foot up. Soften to the knee. Right toes tucked behind you. So be careful of putting them in the same line. Make sure your hips distance. We lunge. Weight in the front foot. Pull the left leg through. So when you step your back toes back, I'm not like leaning so much weight into that back knee. So the weight is more so in the front leg. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, drive through that front heel and squeeze. Okay, we are halfway. We're here for 5. And 4. Keep your focus, keep your form. For 3. And 2. Good, last one. And 1, big squeeze. Take it down. Okay, take a breath. We got one more lunge thing today. These are front lunges. I think I got space to do them forward so you can get a different angle. Recover. I'm definitely feeling a high heart rate here. And let's go. So grab our weights, step it back, open your chest, little bend in the knee. Left foot forward, we lunge, and then you're gonna power back. Right foot forward, lunge, drive your body weight back. So it's like you're mad at the floor and you're pushing yourself back. So that is a power move, right? If I don't drive off enough, I'm not gonna really be able to push my body weight plus these weights back with me. Push off the floor. We got it. Okay, we got 8 to go. Let's count it down. For 8, 7, let's smile. You know, we like to smile when it's tough. Hopefully that tricks our mind. 6, and 5, is it working yet? For 4, and 3. Dig deep, here we go. Last 2, last 1, and 1. Okay, weights down, and breathe. We got 2 more leg moves. Sumo squats and sumo deadlifts. So, we're gonna take the dumbbells and rack the weights onto our shoulders. Feet are wide, spine is tall. You're gonna bend your knees and think about your booty tightening to lift you up. So before I come up, right as I start to stand, I'm drawing my glutes together. Breathe in and squeeze it up. Okay, we're taking it home here with the legs. Remember, modification, drop the weight, body weight. Grow with this. It might not all happen today, but with consistency, you better bet yourself it's gonna happen. You have to work for it, but it is achievable. Last 2. 1 more. Last 1. Okay, weights down, and we're gonna finish with the sumo lunge. I can't speak anymore. The sumo deadlifts. So I'm gonna take this from the side. I think that's a better demo position. And let's set it up nice, and let's finish strong with the leg series. So flat back, belly in, lift, squeeze. Bend the knees, flat spine hinge forward, lift, squeeze your butt. So all I really care about is that you maintain good form and you actually squeeze your butt. And you don't just move through the motion of bending your knees and hinging forward. So if you do that, you're just not gonna get as bubbly as a butt or as strong of your glutes as you may want. Here we go, guys, 4 to go. We've got 4. When your body says this is tough, your mind says, but we can do it. And 3. For 2. Last one. And 1. Okay, you guys, bring it down. Whew, feels good to bring it to the floor. Towel, water, and we are finishing with the upper body. Okay, so last time I'm using these heavies is our tricep press. So you know we don't want to see that. We want our back muscles drawing together as we do our press. So let's lay it down. We are 40 minutes in. That is awesome. Grab your dumbbells and slowly roll it down. Open your chest muscles like I just showed you. Belly button in, and here we go. We're gonna press the weights up. So the hand elbow stack over the shoulder, and we're gonna slowly take it down. I want you to think of squeezing the back of your arm as you press up. Okay, we're gonna go for 15 here. That's how many we've pretty much been doing for these. And we have 10. Okay, pull your rib cage together, press your mid back into the floor to help stabilize that spine. And we have 7, no tension in that neck. If your head doesn't touch the floor, you need to put something underneath it to support it, like a pillow or a towel. Let's go for 5. And 4. Last 3 reps with the heavy for 3. And 2. Okay, last one. And 1. Okay, arms coming down. We're gonna put the dumbbells out of our way. Woo! Okay, let's grab what we've been using for our lateral raises and come on up. So here is a modification if this is starting to get heavy, is to do bent arm lateral raises instead of the straight arm. It will feel lighter, and that's maybe if you don't have a lighter set of weights. Okay, so shoulders down, little bend in the elbows, raise through the core. So even with this, I have a soft bend in the elbow. Let's look at it from the back. Move the ponytail. So watch the back muscles. They are not lifting up to lift the weight. I'm anchoring the back muscles to lift the weight up. Every rep, push the shoulder down, then we lift. Push, lift. Okay, try to really brace through the abs. Okay, give me 4 more. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop 1. Come to all fours. We have our flies. I'm going to show you this slightly facing you so you can get an idea of what it would look like from the front of the shoulder. Okay, so all fours. I've got the weight in the right hand. So this is kind of what I've been talking about. I don't want that right shoulder rounding in. I want you to pull it off the chest and down away from the right ear. Here we go. We're gonna fly up, and every time at the bottom, I'm gonna check my form. You can see that I also pull my supporting shoulder blade down here. Okay, so that was a peek in a different angle. Let's go for 5 right here. We have 5 and 4 for 3 and 2, last one, and 1. You can hear my sweat just dripping like raindrops on the mat right now. Okay, let's rock this. We've got the fly on the right in our biceps, and we did it. Here we go. So pull the right lat down for 10, 9, left shoulder down 2, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys, let's stand it up, grab your dumbbells, and let's do those biceps to finish. So elbows pinned in, soft knees, wrists face forward at the bottom, and then again at the top. So you're taking this and rotating through the arm while pinning the elbow into the body. Oh man, I didn't feel this in the first 2 rounds, but I'm like definitely feeling it on this round. Woo! Okay, 5 to go, let's do this. So I want maximum quality and effort. Squeeze your bicep, squeeze your arms into your body. You can close your eyes, feel into the sensation. That's 2. We've got 3 right here. For 3, make those biceps jump. You know I gotta say something cheesy. And 2. Okay, last 2. I might have just added 1. That's okay. This is your last rep. Let's do it together. Squeeze, curl up, flip, resist it down. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Oh, grab your water. If you can pick it up right now. How do we do? 46 minutes. Pretty epic. Now, I don't include the warm-up time in the workout, so this was really more like 50 to 55 minutes. I usually just want to know how much time that I was really max effort. You guys, I'm so proud of you. Not only because you showed up and you completed the workout, but this kind of exercise is very different. It requires a lot of brain power and energy, right? Not just physical power, like that amount of attention and really trying to focus on your body and interpret instructions when maybe it's something that's foreign to you. It's not easy. So I give you a huge round of applause. Thanks for joining me. I just love this stuff. And let's stretch it out, yeah? So let's stretch on the ground. I think I'm good with this standing for today. We're gonna go into a lunge stretch. So if you need a pad for your knees or a pillow, kneel on the pillow or the pad. We're gonna step the left foot forward, bring our hands to the inside of the left foot, and draw your belly back. Woo, relax your shoulders down. If this is too intense, that back knee can be a little closer. You can put your hands on a chair. Okay, step it back in and switch sides for me. So we're gonna go right foot forward. Back knee is pointing straight down. I'm allowing the front of my hip to kind of drop towards the ground. Back is straight. Good, and then step it in. Let's stretch those hamstrings out. So I want you to keep your back really straight. This is actually kind of hard to do in a balanced position. So we could use the dumbbells for balance. So you have them standing up vertically, and then you're gonna take your right leg through the dumbbells. Try to stick your butt back. So we're trying to get this straight and out of this tucked position. Booty back, drop the right hip down. Okay, if you want the balance and core challenge, you can take your hands off and put them on your hips. I mean, it's hard, and if you're tired, you might be like, girl, I've had enough. I just want to stretch. Put your hands on the dumbbells. Extend the spine. Toes coming towards you, heel away from you. Good. Step it in. Let's go to the other side. So like if you didn't have dumbbells like this, you could use yoga blocks or books or a chair or something like that. Okay, so look at the hips and level them out. So if you have like a line in your leggings that goes across your waist, we don't want one side of the line hiked up. So that's a really good cue for yourself to be like, oh yeah, that's out of alignment. Drop the hip that's lifted. Stick the booty back, chest forward. Hello, left hamstring. I feel you. Good, and then step it in. Okay, now we're really done with the dumbbells. Not that I really made you guys use them. So this next movement stretches the knees and the fronts of the thighs. If it's really intense for you, you can put a mat or a pillow in between your butt and your heels, and you're gonna take a seat down. Other option, if you don't have that, is to just kind of lift up and sit down as low as you can. You can move through it instead of holding it statically. I know that can be kind of intense, but this knee and quad flexibility is actually super helpful for our lunges and our squats. So it's not just strength, mobility is also an important part of the equation. Take your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders off your chest, and open it up. Take a big breath in here. Drop your shoulders. Okay, release, interlace the fingers in front, push your palms away, and pull your rib cage to the back of your body. Spread your shoulder blades apart laterally away from the spine. Get a stretch in the upper back. We did a lot of back, so that should feel good. Circle the arms behind, open the chest, big breath in. Release, circle the arms in front, scoop, tuck, stretch the back. Let's take that one more time to finish it all up. Inhale, chest opener. Good, exhale, opening up through the upper back. Good, and then let it all go. You guys, I am so impressed with you. We rocked this today. Keep it up. I would love to hear regularly from you in the comments if you're taking on this 4-day weekly strength training split routine. Let me know how it was when you started and give me a little update every now and then with your progress. That makes me super excited to continue to create videos for you guys. And of course, I'd love if you would subscribe to my channel, and I would love if you would become a member. All of the information will be in the description below. My name is Lindsay Bushman. This is Pilates On Demand, where we do it all, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.